Well, the JoyNews Impact Maker awardee and CEO of Bahas Foundation, Elias Subaba, is appealing to government and benevolent individuals to support the construction of a permanent mental health facility for inmates. The Bahas Mental Home and Rehabilitation Center, the only facility of its kind in northern Ghana, currently operates from a rented compound costing 30,000 Ghana cedis. Relocating to a permanent site, he says, will reduce cost and improve care for the 46 inmates. He made the appeal when the Supreme Court Judge Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi donated food items and 5,000 Ghana cedis in support of this facility. Rafiq Salam reports.
One of the biggest challenges faced by the owner and chief executive officer of the Bahas Mental Home and Rehabilitation Center, Elias Subaba, is the irregular and inadequate food available to take care of the feeding needs of the inmates. Bahas Mental Home and Rehabilitation Center has a current population of 46 inmates drawn from different parts of the country, including Bimbra and Kumasi. It is the only mental home and rehabilitation center in the northern enclave of the country. The cruel reality, however, is that some of these inmates have lost their memories and are unable to tell where they are from. Others have also lost touch with their families and are therefore being catered for at the Bahas Mental Home and Rehabilitation Center. Majority of the inmates came to the facility as a result of the intake and abuse of illicit drugs and opioids. Ali Ramadan hails from Kumasi, Alaba, and a professional teacher. He had a surgeon sometime in the United Arab Emirates, returned to the country, and got into drugs. He was brought to the facility by an uncle for rehabilitation.
That after 3 months, I will go back to where I come from. So for now, I've abstained myself from the drugs, and I am willing to change some of my friends and my families who are even in Kumasi, where I come from, who they are taking this kind of drugs and what it is doing to us. It is really affecting the youth, and it is really affecting the children of tomorrow. So I wish I would have to talk to some of my friends and families who are back in Kumasi so that we will have a rehabilitation center just like this in the Kumasi center, so that we can change a lot of youth and change a lot of lives.
So clearly means that this mental home is of benefit to you?
Yeah, it has brought a benefit to me because it has helped me abstain from the drugs.
Okay, what drugs were you taking?
At first, I was taking marijuana.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but now?
But now, inshallah.
What were you schooling?
Yeah, I am a teacher. I completed Akukeri College of Education.
The daily burden and survival of the almost 4 dozen inmates at the mental home and rehabilitation center depends solely on the financial muscle of the 2023 JoyNews Impact Maker awardee.
You can see that they are the only people society have rejected on the street. So I've decided to take them from the street to make them, giving them hope so they can go back to society.
Concerned about the price of the inmates, Supreme Court Judge Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi visited the mental home and rehabilitation center and donated bags of rice, maize, assorted drinks, and cash amount of 5,000 Ghana cedis for the upkeep of the inmates. Justice Yoni Kulendi commended the Bahas Mental Home and Rehabilitation Center Chief Executive Officer for the initiative and the priceless care given to the inmates.
It's a real ministry and the real worship of God.
Yeah.
And that I think he is a prophet, he's a bishop, he's an imam, he's a sheikh. More than most of the people who say they are these things. Yes, he is, because this is real ministry. So we will try. We pray that this is not our our last visit, but this will be the first, which means we'll come again and again. He has a project trying to find a permanent facility for you people and others. And I've said that any of us, it's just the grace of God, it's the mercy of God. Any of us could be in the position you are in. So any of us could be standing here. And there's our brother standing there. We grew up with him, same neighborhood, this is his bigger brother. And I'm his brother too. So it's unfortunate, but we have a duty as human beings to help cushion you guys and make your life a little comfortable, and pray to God for your deliverance and for your healing and for your restoration.
The inmates are currently living in a rented compound house and required to pay annually at least 30,000 Ghana cedis. Elias Subaba used the opportunity to appeal to the government and benevolent organizations to help in the ongoing construction of a permanent home for the inmates at Gole.
I pray and hoping that we have a structure or a land where we've put him up a structure. So we are appealing to a general public, individual and organizations and politicians to come to our aid. We need our permanent home. You know, looking around the northern sector, there's no mental home apart from Bahas mental home. This is a very big challenge to the northern sector. So people from other places like Kumasi, Tamale, Bimbla, and other savannah regions, they are all here. It's not only for only Wa or Wa Central, it's for Ghana.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.